Welcome guys, this is Htaed7-RCT bringing you another live stream, in this case Final Fantasy number 5 Retrospective. And this time around we're going to have for you guys, as you can tell here by the logos on screen, Final Fantasy 8 and Final Fantasy 9. Both the final versions of Final Fantasy for the PlayStation 1, which basically takes us more than halfway through our retrospective. As you know, later on we'll be doing some of the most popular Final Fantasies on the PlayStation 2, which is coming next up. Most likely on Thursday I will follow up with the first one, which is Final Fantasy X. But yeah, we're back. We're gonna do this. Remember that tomorrow, although given the kind of iffy state right now with the servers, it's my special on YouTube Gaming, the event of Street Fighter 5. So I'm a little 50-50 on that. I'm not sure how that's going to go down. I'm crossing my fingers that at the very least they will find a way how to fix the situation with the servers. So yeah, let's hope for the best, guys. Let's hope for the best. But for now, for today, we have Final Fantasy 8, which is coming up next. We'll move here to our gameplay screen. Oh my god, what can be said about this? Hot on the heels after Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 8, I think in my opinion, they tried to up the ante by offering a more detailed level of reality to the characters, which, you know, if you compare from 7 to 8, you're gonna see a big difference there. In 7 we had larger characters, however they still shared, at least on the map side of things, you would see the little super deformed shape of the characters that I really love from the series and from RPGs in general, to a more mature looking characters, more fleshed out, more human. I think number 8 marked that point on where the cutesy characters from before, which basically made the series famous, was going, you know, out of style, so to speak. So let's say, yeah, this is the point where it started to change, at least aesthetically and visually, for the Final Fantasy series. However, even though a lot of people did not like as much the style, there were many others that did and appreciated and saw it as, like everything else, an advancement in technology. Square already was much more proficient in terms of designing graphics. It paid off. Basically all the research and all the money that they invested in getting the best of development kits and workstations and stuff like that. So their artists were maturing as the technology was maturing with them. So yeah, that's the basic and biggest difference in this Final Fantasy. Now, another thing, aesthetically speaking, is that this is the first Final Fantasy where they tried to go for a seamless visuals, in terms of they had the CG aspect of it, but usually up till now you would see the stark contrast between CGI and 3D graphics in game. You know, you would see a transition. You would see kind of like going from really awesome visuals to, okay, this is awesome, but this is the actual PlayStation playing. Here they try to blur the line a little bit between those transitions, and they try to blend in the CGI backgrounds with the gameplay graphics, and to a certain extent it was amazing. I mean, they actually pulled it off. Now here, since I'm going to be running this through emulation, of course the 3D and a higher resolution, of course, not by much, because I didn't want to go too far. You're gonna see a big difference between one and the other, but in the original game, if you play it on the original system, you're gonna see that everything blends in very good. This is a technique that I don't know how much time it took, but it was incredible. So without further ado, let's go in, because this one kind of takes a bit, you know, these long-winded intros and stuff. Yeah, let's get this ready here, and let's bring this out. The chat didn't come out. Let me give it a quick pause here for a second. See if I can get back my chat.